Stories of Hindu mythology are incomplete without wars. In these wars, Hindu deities used their most lethal weapons to attack their enemy. Those weapons were not just sharp blocks of metal. Made with sacred verses and magical elements, they carried great powers that could annihilate the enemy in a moment. One such weapon that comes to mind is Vajra. Lord of rain and thunder, Indra carried it. Vajra is a type of a club with a ribbed spherical head. The ribbed ends can be separated and used to stab the enemy with all sharp ends. Indra used this weapon in many battles. That's why in Rig Veda, Indra is called Vajrabhrit, the one bearing the Vajra, and Vajreen, the one armed with the Vajra. Let us see how this weapon came about. Indra had a lot of enemies. Among them was an asura named Vritra. Many ancient texts describe Vritra as a powerful Vedic serpent. While Indra brought rain, Vritra was a personification of drought. He used to keep the waters of earth captive. Vritra had inherited the hate for Indra from his father, Twastha. Indra had killed Twastha's sons, Trisiras. To avenge his son, Twastha performed sacred rituals and created Vritra. Since childhood, Vritra knew his goal was to finish Indra. Vritra tried to challenge Indra a couple of times, but to his disappointment, he never succeeded. Vritra performed severe austerities for years to gain a boon such that no weapon known to the world could kill him, and weapons made of metal or wood could never hurt him. Powered with the boon, Vritra attacked Devalok. Indra couldn't hold off the demon for long. He ran away before Vritra could find him. Vritra thought that he had avenged his brother. He became blind with arrogance. To display his power, Vritra stopped the flow of water on earth. Innocent lives became scapegoats in Vritra's cruel games. Driven out of Devalok, gods along with Indra went to Shiva for guidance. Shiva directed them to Vishnu. Vishnu revealed that a weapon made out of sage Dadichi's bones could stop Vritra. This was a tricky situation, as once Indra had beheaded the sage, but he had no other alternative. Humbly, Indra approached Dadichi with this request. Dadichi was ready to sacrifice his life for the greater good. In return, he asked for some time as he wanted to go on a journey to all the holy rivers. Indra knew this pilgrimage would cost him time and the lives of innocents. Indra wasn't just a mortal. Using his godly powers, Indra summoned the water from all holy rivers to Narsimha forest to Dadichi. Indra fulfilled his wish. Later, Dadichi's soul left his body. From his spine, the gods created an indestructible weapon. It had properties like a diamond and a thunderbolt. Even the gods were awed by this creation. They called it Vajrayuddha. Indra held the Vajra in his hand and vowed to reclaim Swarga from Vritra. Indra challenged Vritra for a battle. They were engaged in the war for almost a year. Indra at last used Vajra, making the deadly blow. Vritra's protective shield broke. The weapon finished him off. Once again, Indra became the ruler of Devalok. There is another version of this tale in which Dadichi was safeguarding sacred weapons from Asuras. As Dadichi got tired of the job, he dissolved all the weaponry in the water. He later drank it. When the gods returned for weapons, Dadichi told them that the weapons were a part of him now. Assessing the dire situation of the gods, Dadichi sacrificed himself in flames. Brahma created a large number of weapons from his bones. One among them was Vajra. India's highest military decoration, Paramveer Chakra, has a symbol of Vajra. Dadichi's sacrifice is a motif for soldiers sacrificing their life for the country.